Oh, oh, we have enough brown and black people in custody as it is. Your life is hard enough as it is being a black and brown person in society. It doesn't get easier the older you get. It gets harder. Aaron,
Yes, sir. How you doing, Aaron?
mero mero. El mero mero. Aaron, who's your guy, man? Okay, so we've got Rico Romero.
Okay, yo lo voy a traducir todo en español, todo en español, ¿ok? Todo en español, ¿ok? Entonces, todo en español.
Okay, gracias.
And then Idelce.
Sí,
Stay. Yes.
yes. Sí, señor.
Order in the court for the pleas.
Both of you gentlemen are charged with driving while intoxicated cases.
Claro, los dos.
Both of you guys have worked out agreements.
Llegaron a un acuerdo con el Estado
Cases will now reflect as convictions on your
y
record.
que hubiera pasado en su récord.
Mr. Idelce, you need to understand that this is a
Entender,
DWI second offense.
una vez que usted
If you ever get pulled over and you have the faintest smell of alcohol or dope on your breath,
en su aliento,
what is going to happen to you?
¿qué va a pasar con usted?
Ya, pues se me va a deportar porque no tengo.
I want to be deported because I don't have papers.
That's one of the things, perhaps, yes.
Eso que le puede pasar. Sí.
But first, you're looking at a prison sentence of a minimum of 2 years, a maximum of 10 years.
Pasa por un mínimo de 2 años.
From now on, if you pick up another DWI, you will not be with me. You will end up in felony court,
Estar en felonía ahí arriba.
a
Delito
very
mayor.
lengthy.
Sorry, dígale perdón ya.
I want to tell you I'm sorry that I am sorry.
Perdón.
Sorries don't matter to me.
Perdón.
Okay.
What matters is that it doesn't happen again. And I'm just warning you that if it does,
Si vuelve a
you will
hacerlo,
now be in felony court. So if I were you, even if you have a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car
quedar con la,
because you're taking a humongous risk.
con la cosa de
The
arriba.
same applies to you, Mr. Rico Romero. You now have this DWI going on your record as well. If you ever get into a car and smell like alcohol or dope, likewise, you will end up going back to jail. He has 2 FSRAs upstairs. What's going on with that? 5 years? 2 years? Are they second degrees?
No, the charges like the hybrids, 2 to 5. It wasn't
Oh,
serious.
it's a hybrid one.
That's why I feel comfortable doing this. I mean, it's the minimum.
If you're going to get into a car and maim and destroy other people, please don't. You have a DWI. You've got 2 failure to stop and render aids where you've created a ton of damage. Don't.
Años,
How is that fair? All we want are our streets to be safe.
las calles que están seguras.
Your sentence is 3 days in jail
De 3 días en la
with
cárcel.
credit for the 4 days that you've done. You're giving up, both of you guys are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You could be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Now, you, Mr. Rico Romero, it looks like after these cases, you still have to deal with the felony cases. And then after that, it looks like you also have an immigration detainer as well.
Llama por papeles porque va a ir a la corte mayor. Y después de eso va a
How do
enfrentarse
you
a la
plead to
corte
the
de
offense of
inmigración.
driving while intoxicated? Guilty?
¿Cómo se declara culpable o no culpable? ¿Culpable o no culpable? Guilty.
Find you guilty. I'm going to suspend your driving privilege for 1 year.
Por un año
Do not drive. And please, don't kill anyone. Mr. Idelce, you've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 365 days in jail
105 días en la cárcel,
to be probated for 18 months.
18 meses.
As part of the probation, you will do a repeat offender DWI education class.
Van a curso de
You will do 2 victim impact panels,
una clase.
no drugs, no alcohol,
Acuérdense.
no breath test refusal. So if you are pulled over in a
Cuando lo
car,
paren, que la policía
you must, and an officer asks you to submit to a breath test, you must submit to a breath test. If you don't, you are in violation of this probation.
de la bota de migración de la aprobación, si no,
You must also do 5 days in jail as a condition of this probation. This is to begin tomorrow
So,
Yes.
mañana va a empezar a presentarse usted.
Do you want him to
Sí,
hear or report?
¿Dónde se va a reportar?
By 6 p.m. You must report by 6 p.m.
6 de la tarde.
to the 701 San Jacinto.
5 de la tarde de San Jacinto.
If you fail to,
sí, yo sé, 49 San Jacinto.
Yeah, correcto, eso sí. Okay.
if you fail, sorry,
I will show it to him where to report.
we give him paperwork to you, Mr.
Ahí
No.
le van a dar el
Don't
documento.
have to.
Mañana.
But I want you to understand that if you are someone who is repeatedly late, they're not going to take you. And if they don't take you, the full range of punishment is available to you.
Si no lo toman ahí de nuevo, o algo, va a tener más problemas.
Sí, no, pero yo voy a estar a las 6 ahí.
I'm gonna be there at 6 p.m.
I would be there before.
Yo diría que estuviera.
A
Before.
las 4, sí, ok.
4 o'clock. I'll be there.
Ok, ok.
Okay.
How do you plead to the offense of
Te
driving?
declara la ofensa de manera
Offense,
totalmente
guilty
intoxicado,
or
culpable
not
o no
guilty?
culpable. Guilty.
He also has a felony case, Mr. Newell. Is that
Tiene
one
derecho a una
This lady
felonía,
will be dismissed.
Sí, sí.
pero la felonía se lo quitaron.
Let me make one thing clear to you.
Eso es algo claro.
How old are you?
¿Qué edad tiene usted, señor?
45 años.
45.
You're not a spring chicken.
Es un niño, porque ya no es un niño usted.
Don't look like you're in the best of shape. If you're doing that kind of dope, it's going to ravage your body and you'll likely end up dead.
Eso, bueno,
So 45-year-olds can't be using the dope that 18-year-olds do.
usando esa clase de drogas.
Get my drift?
¿Me
Ya,
entiendes?
sí.
We don't want to see you in a pine box.
Pero usted se llama en una calle.
What about the DPS fines and fees and surcharges, Mr. Newell?
Gracias.
Mr. Idelsa, what do you do for a living?
Bravo usted, señor.
Trabajo medio tiempo a veces de construcción.
Construction,
Tengo mi,
half-time.
de construcción y a veces tengo mi esposa que tengo que mantener.
Then I have to take care of my wife.
Ya. Ujú.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
De construcción, pero no trabajo mucho, medio tiempo.
Just give him a long
Yeah,
payment.
yeah.
$300 por semana.
Yeah, the six.
Solamente lo que le preguntan, nada más conteste.
Just have them do that. All right. We wish you the best of luck, gentlemen. I am suspending your license for a year.
Año
Do
tiene
not drive
tres-
until you get a license, Mr. Idelsa. And good luck to you, gentlemen. Oh, enhancements, I'm sorry. No more. Sorry. Mr. Idelsa, is it true that you had a prior DWI in 22 in our court?
El 22 es cierto que usted tuvo otro DWI aquí en esta corte.
Sí,
Yes.
Is it true that you also had a 0.15 or
Sí,
above in
sí,
this
sí.
case?
5 ya tenía con de alcohol.
me imagino que sí.
Yes, ahí más.
Is it also true that you had an open
Cierto.
container in this case as well?
Se llama un contenedor abierto como el carro cuando lo pararon.
Contenedor como...
Como cerveza o algo
Had
abierto.
Oh, sí, sí, sí. sí,
Yes.
sí.
Yes.
Tell you now, Mr. Idelsa, that you
Yes,
will be
yeah.
required to pay the DPS fines and fees and surcharges that are now $6,000 to pay. I will give you time to pay it, but if you don't pay it, a warrant will issue. And for every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail.
Dar tiempo de.
Do you understand?
¿Piensa usted?
Pero no tengo como...
We will put you on a payment plan for 2 years and you will be required to pay it.
Dice que le van a dar plan de pago.
I will waive the court costs, but with the DPS fines, you're going to have to pay that.
Se llaman los costos de la corte, pero eso es una multa del Estado, de DPS.
Ya, ya.
Ahí le van a dar, ¿cómo se llama? Tiempo para pagar.
Hey, guys, good luck.
Todo, suerte.
CC.
Judge, may we get an order to get the device?
Well,
But he'll have to put on another
Yeah,
one. whenever
another
he's
set.
ready.
well, no. I mean, he needs a device though. He can't go without a device. Does he have a Guardian Interlock now or a portable device?
That's the portable one. He came to,
Let me make sure that he has it
he has it.
and that it's operational, Mr. Newell, and then if so, yeah.
He showed it to me now. Where is the machine? Portable
La
device.
máquina que
Aquí
tiene.
tengo.
That's and it's operational?
Here.
¿Está trabajando?
Sí, está trabajando. Ya.
Okay, Yeah. All right.
Related to his probation fees as well, or-
yeah, because he's paying for the 6,000. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Thank you,
We're
Judge.
gonna waive the probation fees because he's doing that other one, which is probably like a, okay. Hi, thank you for being patient.
I have Mr. Rivera here. He's doing 2 time serves today.
What's the last name?
Rivera,
Good morning, Mr. Rivera.
Good morning to you too.
Okay, so you're charged with theft, you're charged with evading arrest, correct?
Yes, sir.
You worked out an agreement, they're offering you 30 days in jail on both cases, and it looks like you've got 3 days credit on both cases. Is this how you understand it?
Yeah.
You need to understand something very important now. You are pleading guilty to this evading arrest. This is an enhanceable offense. So if you pick up another evading arrest,
It will be a felony charge.
Right.
I'm fully aware of it, sir.
years instead of days. Do you understand? You also need to understand that that also applies with theft cases as well. If you pick up multiple theft cases, they can also hit you with a felony charge on that one as well. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this or undo this. It will stay on your record forever and a day. This is what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Or guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to it. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for being patient.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
This way.
You can go, Tim. I'll come back there. Are you Beetlejuice today, Judge? Beetlejuice? I like that.
You know, I want to wear the hair and the makeup, but my wife was like, you can't do that because you're doing a serious thing and,
I mean,
She's right.
it's one day.
She's right.
would you think it would have gone bad to do that? What's going on with you, man?
I'm supposed to be on medication.
Did they just pick you up? You still coming down or what?
No, I've been here for a couple of months.
Here for a couple of weeks.
No, it's been over a
When did he get when did he
Was
get picked up?
on, it's been since 9/16.
month.
You've been in custody here since 9/16?
Yes.
Continuously?
No, I think,
I'm just a trespass.
I know, but
Yeah.
it keeps happening, Mr. Smart, and you keep picking up trespasses and you keep coming back here I'm sorry, you don't come back here. This is now our fourth trespass case and you never come back. The days of catch and release are over. Do you understand? And I am now, any more cases that you pick up with me, we will now be working on getting you treatment so that it stops happening. Where are you living?
With friends.
Who's in your life right now?
My sister, my mom.
I've been speaking with his father, but they live up in Fort Worth.
Why aren't you living with them?
Me and my dad don't see eye to eye sometimes. We
Can I take a guess why?
probably. I mean, I'm not trying to lie. Easy.
Mr. Smart, you have now, for the past 3 years, have been in and out of custody. And before you know it, 15 years are going to pass and you're going to look like that little Quasimodo dude on the side of the road begging for money because they've got no job, no prospects, but only addiction issues, never willing to take care of it. Toothless, is that what you want? How long has he been in custody? I'm not going to do it. I think that we need to have Mr. Smart T-Raz to see what the problem is, why it continues to happen, and so it stops. We're working on since 22, early 22, burglary of a building, trespass, assault, trespass. And now I'm not doing this anymore with you, Mr. Smart. I'm not going to do this. So we will have you evaluated. I want you to talk to my clinicians to find out what's going on with your life, to see what we can do to help you out, to get you out of this rut before you kill yourself or worse. No more. Do you understand? We will do it expedited, so it's
Sure.
not going to sit here and languish. So today's Thursday? Hopefully we can get the TRAS done tomorrow.
Okay,
We can come back maybe Tuesday, Wednesday and figure out what they say, where the proper course of action is.
sure.
Mr. Smart,
Okay,
please be honest to the people that we have you talk to. If I get a report back and it tells me that you're all rainbows and gumdrops and there's no issues, I'm gonna send you right back to do it again. Do you understand? Be honest, because we want to help you. That's the only way that we can. Okay? See you on Tuesday or Wednesday. Thanks you. Good morning, Miss Murphy.
Good morning, how you doing?
Miss Murphy, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement that they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 24 that you've done. You need to understand that there's an affirmative finding of family violence. What that means is that if you pick up another one of these cases, you will be charged with a 3rd-degree felony. You will be looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You also cannot own a gun or ammunition as a result of this plea bargain as well. If you have a gun, ammunition, that in and of itself is a Class A misdemeanor. Okay? You give up a lot of rights. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this again. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, man?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty and I will follow it and I will sentence you to it. Good luck to you, man. Okay.
Your Honor. Happy Halloween.
Halloween, what's new?
I have a guy who missed court, I think it was last Friday.
On the 21st, Judge, and I have a case number for you. It's off docket. 230-5193.
He went to his felony court on Monday thinking that that was the day for all the courts. It's also was in a no arrest status for a while.
Is he here?
The problem is I can't get his bonding company to come down here with him.
I'm not gonna, no, his bond is the case is 4 years old and he can repeatedly takes off. And now he wants,
No, I was just saying that if he
I'm not
went
giving him a
to,
PR bond.
he went to the 179th on Monday and they reset him for another court date. But he missed your court 2 days before because he was looking at the wrong paperwork.
He's missed our court 2 days before then. He's missed our court in 2020. And here we are 4 years later.
That's why I'm here asking you.
Yeah, I'm not.
So he needs to get a bondsman. Would you set a bond if he comes in?
Here's the bond set.
Okay.
He's got a bond
Oh, he
set.
just needs to go make one. Okay. That makes it simple.
I mean, the only way after 1,500 days, he can realize that we mean business is to either get arrested or know that he's going to pony up the money. But if I reinstate his bond, it would be enabling him. And it's after 4 years, it's just not going to happen.
I agree. You're not.
So
Yeah, I just wanted to find out what you wanted to do because I was having trouble.
just
with
let
it.
us know. I mean, I guess, and I'm going to tell you, as soon as we get him, I'm going to be ready to move the case as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be doing this, 6 months for PTI stuff.
You'd be willing to talk to me while he's a fugitive then?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. we'll
You
talk.
guys do what you need to do and then, yeah,
Okay.
okay,
Judge.
for sure. And thanks for coming, Mr. Rayo.
Sure.
Mr. Butler.
Hey, Judge.
Hey.
I guess we're at a point, who are you? What is that? The costume? Who is that?
Just
Beetle?
normal? No?
That's just your normal suit. I think our next setting on this case is either some sort of pretrial motion setting or trial setting. I think that's probably where we are on Mr. Stephen Garcia.
Page 5, Garcia,
Yeah, case number is 2505428.
It's two, except for plea,
I'm sorry,
except for plea today.
set for a plea.
Yeah,
No,
set for a
can't be
plea.
Set for a plea. We haven't agreed to a plea.
I'm,
Can't be. That's a mistake. That's a typo.
except for a plea and it's 200, so I'm just telling you what I see.
Plea, I mean, literally, they made their offer of like 18 months probation or 30 days in jail. So I'm not sure how that happened, but yeah.
Yeah, let me read the notes. Let me see. The offer of the 18-month or 30 days was given in September.
The offer was given and we continued to work on the case and
Okay.
review the evidence.
So it's old. If he's not ready to do something today, we can set it off for a week and then you guys let us know what you want to do.
Okay, we'll set it off for what now? A week? Well, I mean, I think we're at the point where we can go ahead and set it for trial if you want.
It's up to you. I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think there's any reason beating around the bush.
I didn't know whether you wanted to accept the plea. I guess I didn't know whether you wanted to accept the plea. I guess I was assuming that you did. But if you want to, if you don't want to, then we can set it for trial.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's inevitable, so I can come back in a week and say, Judge, set it for trial. You know what I mean?
No,
So we might as
no
well.
sense in delaying,
Knock
if
it
that's
out.
what you're gonna do regardless, then let's just set it.
So, that being said, when are we looking at?
December 10th.
Where's that voice go?
She's Zoom,
It's like, and God.
Right here.
December 10th.
December 10th.
Is it possible to do another day than that day? Believe it or not, I have a case in League City of all places. That's sets like every,
The
I mean,
third,
I can try to reset it. When?
third,
I'm in Brazoria County that day. Can we go, I'm so sorry, I know I'm asking you, could we do the 17th by chance?
the jury said.
No.
That's why we only have the third and the 10th.
You only do Tuesdays?
I guess Ramona, would you want to do another day that week?
Judge, we do have a case set on the 2nd, December 2nd, if you want to
Okay.
do that day.
By December 2nd.
So that's a case that I have that's in Brazoria County that's set for trial in Brazoria. So I took the 2nd and the 3rd off. I blocked those days out.
At the
I
9th.
tell you what, Judge, let's go ahead and shoot for the 10th.
Okay.
And then I will try to just move that
I'm
other
gonna do the
stuff.
9th. I mean, regardless, whatever we do, we would do voir dire one day and then we start selection the next day anyway. So what time is your case on the 10th, Mr. Butler? Is it an afternoon case by chance?
So here's what I allegedly, so I have a case, it's actually set on the trial docket, Court 11, on Miss Cherry Hill on the 9th. I'd forgotten about Christmas. I don't even keep track anymore. I just look for open dates. You gave out the 10th, right? Let's just do the 10th. I'll try to clear my docket.
So what we do is we just do voir dire on that day and then we break for the rest of the day.
Okay.
And then we start testimony the next day. So
Yeah.
we
I'll make it happen.
voir dire on the 10th and then we begin testimony on the 11th.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, we could do voir dire on the 9th and then begin testimony on that Wednesday, if it would be easier for you.
So
That way you could make that 10th.
no, let's go ahead. Let's do it on the 10th. We can pick the jury on the 10th, try it on the 11th. What? Yeah, let's do that.
Like, if you wanted to do jury selection on the 9th, we can do it on the 9th.
No, let's do 10 and 11.
Okay,
Yeah, jury's not gonna come back, a couple of days. That works.
okay, done.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. 2 weeks prior, come back so we can have a pretrial conference. If you have any redactions, deletions,
Right.
anything that you need to get done,
Okay.
we need to do it beforehand so that way we're ready for trial,
Right.
and just let them know, the state so that if you have any liminees so that they're ready and prepared as well.
Yeah.
It sounded like you wanted to add something.
I just want to ask, so December 10th is the date you're talking about?
Yeah,
Just wanted to
December
confirm.
10th and 11th, and that way you can give me notice of experts.
Of course, yes. I just wanted to confirm for that purpose. So we know. Okay.
And, yeah. Okay.
Have we tried a case together?
No.
It'll be exciting. Good.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Garris. Well, we try to have this too, but You know, I was gonna put this on, but they said it would be.
Got Mr. Gilbert, Your Honor, for a plea.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm digging y'all, bro. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
I have John V on it. Did you sub in?
I was originally appointed on it. I was in trial one day when he was on the docket and they brought
Okay.
John in just for one day
Got it.
to reset him until today.
Mr. Gilbert, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're charged with theft. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 27 days that you've done on the assault, and they're going to dismiss the theft case. Is this how you understand the agreement? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. You need to understand that from now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for anything that you pick up. Do you understand?
Sure.
How do you plead to the offense of assault, guilty or not guilty? I'm gonna find you guilty. I will send you to the above agreement. You know, there's some people that when they drink, they turn into great people. There's some that turn into, if you're like that, you know what I mean? Be a happy person. It's not hard. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
God bless you, bro.
The rough edges of New
Um,
Jersey. But anyways, yeah, Miss Treadwell popped up on the docket today, and she had that prior DWI, and she picked up a new one.
yeah, she's with us now.
Okay, did you revoke her old bond and raised it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You also have Flores.
Yes, I've got Flores. I got a time served from Michael. He's got a felony pending that's reset till January the 7th.
The felonies are set for tomorrow.
Oh, really? Okay.
Michael, did it change on Flores?
What change?
Manuel Flores, looks like the felony cases are set for tomorrow, not January.
For some reason, when I checked, I thought it said January the 7th. But in any case, Judge, while Michael's checking that, it looked like he got a lower bond up in felony, like I want to say like $5,000-$6,000, and ours is at 10. I was just going to see if maybe you can at least lower it and at the very worst match the felony.
Do you want to know why, Judge? Because he picked up a new felony yesterday. He picked up a 3rd-degree possession of the 3rd.
Hold on, John. Let me do this plea real quick so they can get out of here.
No problem.
I didn't think it was gonna take that long. All right.
Stand for a second.
Give me a second. Ms. Almanza, good morning. Ma'am, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement that they're offering you, is it a year in Harris County Jail?
Yes.
How much credit does she have? It's 365 days in jail, credit for what did you say? 29 days that you've already done. Is this how you understand it, man? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accuser. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this, you can never change this or undo this. You understand? Is the felony going away?
They still have to do the RIP, but the felony chief told me that it's definitely going to help.
So, ma'am, you're charged with a very serious case upstairs, and it looks like it's going to help. So,
Sure, it's going to be okay.
Give me tissues by chance. It was mom, wasn't it? The cases. Is it mom?
Boyfriend, mom.
Okay. Do you still want to do this, ma'am? How do you plead to the offense of assault? Guilty or not guilty? All right, ma'am, I'll find you guilty. I'll send you to the agreement. I'll roll your court costs you or anything. It looks like your felony cases are set for in about a month, so hopefully they'll be able to get everything squared away from you. Just, ma'am, be careful, Just, all right, good luck. Thanks for that. Okay, John.
I'm here, Judge.
So here's the deal. With this gentleman, since February, he picked up a PCS. July 16th, he picks up a theft. We get him out of jail. 3 days later, he picks up another theft. I guess he gets out of jail. And now he picks up another felony PCS, this time a third degree. He just picked up a new case. They filed it yesterday. Or was it, it's in an old case?
Yesterday, Judge. No, it was case from the 29th. They followed on the 30th.
Really?
Yes,
So he's
Judge.
out on the lam. He must have been on the lam because I've got it at 6,002. It's got to be that he must have been out and it was in warrant status and then he just picked up. The only way we got him is,
Well,
you know?
yeah, he's out because it says that this occurred on October 29th and he was in a target.
Did they,
And they're taking him in because he previously trespassed there. I'm sorry, they haven't screened it yet because it's so new. So I'm trying to see what's going on here.
they trespassed him at the target and popped him with stuff.
Yeah, yeah. They popped him with meth.
Did you hear that, John?
Grams, 2.9.
Yeah, I did. So I guess he must have made all the bonds. He made our
No,
bonds.
no. What I did was he failed to appear at our last setting. We revoked his bond on 8/15 because I did a bail order.
Right.
And the newest thing we have is the capias that was returned yesterday, 10:30, because he got popped at the target and he had meth allegedly. So that's where we're at. He's being held at no bond on both felony cases regardless.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. I think Michael put a time served on it, Judge. You know, if you want to just bring him back tomorrow, I'll talk to him now. If you, I mean, maybe he can.
No, I mean, there's no rush, John, you know, really.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
can
that's
set it
fine.
for later next week if you want, when you're back. It's up to you. You tell me what you want to do.
That's fine, Judge. If you want to put it on on Tuesday, the 5th, I'll be back by then. I come back on Monday night.
Okay, done.
Sounds good, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, we got you.
I'll see
Have
you.
a safe trip.
Yeah, thank you, Judge. Talk to you later.
Okay,
Take
see ya.
care.
So Judge, the only thing we're waiting on is page 19 Wakefield. I've called and emailed Slider from Mr. Brown.
Hey, guys. Of course. I feel naked without the dog.
Something?
Okay,
Oh,
tell
well,
me.
we're approaching on a case that's off docket, so
Okay.
problem solved.
There you go.
It's Christopher Anderson, and I have a cause number if you need it. 250-1154. He's set for trial on the 19th. The state has made me a new offer. I relayed it to my client, but I want to take the court's temperature to see if the court would be amenable.
Is time served?
No.
Okay, good.
He's got a,
And I'm usually okay with,
okay.
I don't think I've ever had a problem other than time served on the second.
Okay, so he's got a DWI second and then a UCW, and the offer is to reduce to a first and do 12 months probation.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
and then dismiss the UCW. Okay,
Totally.
thank you. I will let my client know that and we'll go from
And come up. You now will be tested like crazy. And the next time you test positive for cocaine, for alcohol, or for marijuana, obviously 30 days, but if you test positive again, I'm going to keep you and I will put you in a rehab facility. If you can't stop using on your own, we're going to do it my way. You understand? I'm also now, because your case is so old, going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. Do you understand? Okay, that's it. Take a seat. Okay,
when do you want to see him back?
come back on weekly to test, you know.
Judge, how long was your record, or how many days for the device?
Since he's here, we'll send him now. Can you do randoms once a week?
Yes, Judge.
Do that.
Okay, so he does not need to physically come.
No, we're gonna do randoms once a week. Okay, all right.
Judge, my approach.
Mr. Slider.
Judge, how are you? Here for Mr. Brown, the test came back.
Come up, Mr. Brown.
Had some alcohol in his system, but in Mr. Brown's defense, his bond conditions when the magistrate did not say no alcohol, it just said no drugs. We've since amended that as of yesterday, but it did say no drugs. It didn't say anything about alcohol. He's a gentleman that has 4 hours of community service left, set for dismissal on Monday.
I remember. The case is as old as Hashem himself, and yet has failed to complete the 4 hours of community service.
He's already registered at the food bank for Saturday and Sunday.
Hey, Got until Monday. You don't have it done by Monday, I'm sending your case for trial. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you consume alcohol again, into jail you will go. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You will get tested again if you don't have it done.
I understand.
See you Monday.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Guys, I gotta run. I gotta go get my daughter. She's not, school called. What? Did you want me to do something?
Mr. Wakefield, has accepted an offer of 30 days Harris County Jail.
Okay,
And we're doing the plea paperwork.
let's get it done and then I can have him sign it after. Okay, all right, I'm okay.
I'm just letting him know like what he's
For sure.
signing for.
Okay, yes. We'll do the plea then, and then we'll have him sign later. Come up, Mr. Wakefield.
When is he going in?
Today.
Right now?
I guess we'll send him to 49.
You want him to determine right now or at 6?
No, right now.
He's prepared to go right now if you want to
Okay,
give him
no,
till
we'll do,
6.
no, we'll do it now.
Okay.
I don't want him to not turn in. Because then it'll go sideways real quick. Mr. Wakefield, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to a year, up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine due to the amount. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail credit for the,
4 days?
4 days credit that you've already done. Understand that this charge will go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? Not only, do you have a job? What do you do in life? Dude, it's not funny. You're using all kinds of dope. You've got no job. What the hell are you going to be doing in 30 years from today, man? You know, you're going to end up on the street, jobless, prospectless, ain't got no money. Where are you going in life, man? It's not a good way to be in life. I know that you like to have fun. I know that you like to party, but you got to think about your future. Because if not, and your mom and dad are not going to be here forever. Your auntie, your uncle, they're not going to be here forever. And if you don't have them in your life and you got no job, you got no money, you're on the street begging, either that or you're going to be slinging. You get caught up in that. You're either dead or with a 40-year sentence. How old are you? Have you ever had a full-time job? Doing what?
At Chevron in Lake Charles. I was a pipe fitter.
You were a pipe fitter. For real? So why stop? And?
So you can work this comp.
So it's easier to just get workers' comp and do nothing, I guess, right?
Nah, I just never went back, like reapply after.
Okay. You have to do something in your life, Mr. Wakefield, because if you don't, you're going to end up in jail with a lengthy sentence or on the street. That's not a good way. You work hard now, so you set yourself up for the future so you can have vacations. You can buy nice cars the legitimate way. What you're doing now, it sucks. Just bottom line, it's not a good way to go through life, man.
Judge, while he's in custody, I can have a max social worker talk to him about options like that.
That'd be great. Dude, pipe fitting, if you get a trade like that, you can kill it, man. Making 20 to 30 bucks an hour. Holy you can buy a Benz, man. You can, with that kind of money, you can kill it. What you're doing now, it sucks. It sucks.
with the IID condition. He stated to our officer that he lost his job and did not have a card up to the DWI, does not have money to hire an attorney. He got his GPS and said that he will pick up his scram device. He said that yesterday. And then I don't have any reports following that.
So he's here now. Let's send him down to pretrial to get everything right now. Okay, we're sending you right now to get everything right now.
Yes, we just.
The only thing, Mr. Newell,